you doing there?
Hello, hello.
ILC in the house, International Love Connection. What is going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm drinking out my cup.
What are you drinking?
Everyone tell you what's in my cup. Just know it never gets empty. What are you drinking?
I was drinking coffee with my cup.
You was? It's gone?
It's totally gone.
You drink cold coffee? Hot coffee? How do you drink it so fast?
It was hot. Now it was getting cold, so I need to drink it before it gets cold.
Oh my God. Hey guys, how you doing out there? How's it going? We have a awesome 3-part series we getting ready to do. You want me to do a 3-part series?
Okay. Explain the activity.
You know what I'm telling? You want me to tell?
Oh, you.
Oh my God. Okay. Let's get it up. We're getting ready to do, and this is gonna be fun, guys. This is gonna be fun. A couples workshop. We're gonna do it in 3 parts. Couples workshop, and we are actually gonna do it with you guys, right?
Okay.
I don't understand. Think that's crazy?
See.
Oh my God. I have nothing to hide. We are going straight down the pipe. So, this is like I said, this is a very extensive workshop. And so we're going to put the link so that you can download the whole workshop yourself in the video. And that way, like I said, you can either follow along with us or you can do your own in private if you're scary like this person. But either way, it is awesome. And so the workshop has 6 core exercises. And it has some couples discussion. It has some tips, for activities. And so it's a very, very hands-on type of workshop. Would you agree?
See.
Oh my God. Remember I told y'all about that C? Just C. So let me go over the different parts of the workshop that you're going to have. Or did you want to read these off?
No, you're good.
Okay. Just unacceptable. Okay. We're going to talk about sharing strength and growth areas like communication, personal stress, conflict resolution, financial management, some leisure activities, sex and affection, yes, relationship roles, spiritual beliefs, marriage expectations, believe it or not, there are expectations in a marriage, children and parenting. Also going to talk about some couple and family maps that they're going to give you, personality, and then we're going to end it with your goals. Sound like a lot?
Very complete.
Very complete?
Yes.
I want to see some of you guys' questions down there. So the first one, without further ado, we just go splash, jump right into it. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. First one is, and it's a check sheet for that one. You got your sheet? Oh my God, show the people your sheet, turn it around. All right, this right here is sharing strength and growth areas. So it's gonna be, oh man, it's gonna be kind of interesting. So the first thing they say is select 3 strength areas, most agreement and positive aspects of your relationship, and select 3 growth areas. So 3 areas you agree on, or strength areas, and 3 growth areas. So you wanna select 3 a piece each. So you go first. So you got communication, number 1, conflict resolution, number 2, partner style and habits, number 3, financial management, leisure activities, sexuality and affection, family and friends, relationship roles, children and parenting, and last but not least, spiritual beliefs. Those are the 10 different areas that you get to choose 3 of them that are your strong areas together, and 3 of them that are areas you need to grow on together.
You need to work on.
You need to work on. So what are the strengths? Which are the strong ones that we agree on, mostly positive, that you think is just down? Oh my God. You see? You would think that'd be a quick one? Nah. She going through it like it's the final exam. for your law degree. Like, all right, I'm gonna do mine. Because mine ain't gonna be that fast. Ain't gonna be that take all that time. What is cool? I would say what's cool is relationship roles. I think roles are very defined. There's no issues in terms of the relationship roles. Spiritual beliefs, I think that is number one, probably the most important for me in the strength category.
I agree with that one.
So I put, spiritual beliefs down. And I would say a mix in between partner style and habits and conflict resolution.
Those are the ones that
strong points. Somewhere in the middle between that two. I think we resolve conflict, pretty easily compared to some people that are out there that I've seen. Ain't no glasses being thrown, ain't no dishes. Ain't crazy.
I agree on that.
Everything's calm, relaxed, and then what says partner style and habits. Again, like I said, when you're in a foreign country, when it's a foreign person, you're either going to appreciate it or you're going to get out the country because the country's not going to change just for you. So, in terms of the way they do things out here, and in terms of the way, they stuff roll, I don't have no, I'm not like, oh my God, I got a major problem with that. So for me, those would be my strength areas. What's your strength areas?
I had some that are the same. Spiritual beliefs is the stronger one.
Okay.
I would say sexuality and affection is a strong area too.
Okay.
And I would say partner style and habits. So we agreed on 2.
We agreed on 2 out of 3. Hey. Hey. Now, I don't want y'all to be throwing stuff at each other if you don't agree on each other. This is just an exercise. All right. The ones that you need to grow on. The ones that you need to work on. And, I'm a firm believer. I don't know about anybody out there. I think one of the most important things in a relationship and that you can probably always work on is going to be communication. So, communication is always going to be something I'm going to have somewhere on a growth list, regardless, because I don't ever think you're going to have perfect communication. So, communication for me would be 1. Wow. That's a tough one, because I really don't have many growth areas. Like I said, you get to be my age,
you don't have them.
You're old like me, dude. You just roll with the flow. I would say leisure activities.
What is leisure?
Leisure is, how you chill, how you relax. I relax totally different coming from the States, coming from, things I like to do to what they call leisure, relaxing. And I'm just going to be 100. They're smarter than I am. So they want to read. You know what I mean? They want to go to stuff where you're learning something, where you're walking up mountains. You know what I mean? I'm old and fat, dude. I just want to sit down.
Like reading subtitles.
Yeah, dude. They read subtitles.
Like, example, I like to watch the movies with the original audio. So if it is a French movie, I put the audio in French and I put my subtitles in Spanish. For him, he's like, no, that's too much work.
Who does that? First of all, what movie? How do you even know what movie's out in another language when you're American? Like, we're Americans, so we only know American movies. No, people.
Netflix.
The world makes other movies.
See?
There are Italian movies, French movies, Russian movies, and Colombian people actually watch the movie in that language. So you sitting there going...
And it is not only me. If you go to the theaters, even when we have the American movies, we have it dubbed for people that it's so little and they can read it or they can follow it or don't like it. And we have them with subtitles in the theaters.
You can't believe it. So they pay for this, dude. They pay to go to school and constantly learning English, constantly growing, where we're just... Well, I'm going to say me, I ain't going to hate on you, but I'm just stuck on stupid, dude. I just want to chill. So, like I said, for me, leisure activities is completely different. So that would be number 2.
Okay.
And, again, I'm old. Stuff has changed drastically from when I used to parent. So, children and parenting, I'm learning. So I won't say different from a standpoint like I know what the hell is going on. I would say different from a standpoint that this is totally foreign to me. Like I see situations and I go, really? So that would be a growth area, an area that each year I get older and older. And these situations are newer and newer. They're brand new. So I'm like, oh, so that would be a growth area for me. What are your growth areas?
The first one would be communication.
Yes, communication. Who would have thought?
Yes, especially because we don't speak the same language, so sometimes assertiveness and the skills of listening are not that good. I think I understood, and he said, not even close, Monica.
Right. What? Where did you get that?
Exactly. So communication for us is a growth area. I put conflict resolution just because of that same. Like sometimes not understanding each other makes it hard to conflict resolution.
I can agree.
Not because we are like throwing dishes and everything.
I can agree.
But because of the language barrier.
Okay.
And the other one, I had financial management.
The money.
The money.
The money. It's always the money. I think those are all good. I think those are all good. And again, what they want you to do is what we just did. They want you to take turns, sharing what each person perceives as a relationship strength and what you receive as a relationship growth. You know what I'm saying? Discuss, did any of the surprises, responses surprise you? They want to know what you said. They're going, really? You said what? About my mama? Did any of them surprise you? Did you mostly agree? Were you like, yeah, okay, I agree with that. I can take that. Or were you mostly disagreeing? Like, that ain't me. I don't know who you talking about. So that's what that exercise is for.
What's about?
Good job. The second thing that they're going to talk about is assertiveness. And I'm going to roll through this kind of real quick till we get to the next written exercise. But assertiveness is basically what each person strives for in a relationship. You know what I mean? Assertiveness is a valuable communication skill, is what they say. And it's how you get what you want from the other person by being direct. But there is a process for this. Sometimes you can be like me, too direct. You know what I mean? I just go down the pipe, unnecessary sometimes. Or sometimes you can, like I say, you don't talk at all, you don't say nothing. You someone should be more in tune to you to realize from your facial expression or maybe your mood or maybe little hints you may drop what the heck is going on. So it's two different ways of communicating. You know what I mean? So this exercise helps you. So
but it's mostly when you are able to make the other person understands what you want and what you need.
What you need. So then here's an example of what they're saying. An example of an assertive statement. An assertive statement. I'm feeling out of balance. While I love spending time with you, I also want to spend time with my friends. I would like us to find time to talk about this. Okay? That's an assertive way of saying something without being disrespectful. That's a way of saying, hey, this is how I feel, this is what I want, but saying that we need to come to an agreement on it, not that it's my way or it's going to be an argument. They give you an example in a real life situation. I want to take a ski vacation next winter, but I know you like to go to the beach. I'm feeling confused about what choice we should make. It's another assertive action. You see what I'm saying? You're telling somebody what you want, you're understanding what they want, but you're giving them the ability to discuss it. It's called active listening. And so sometimes, like I said, you can listen to somebody, but you tuned out of what they're saying. Like our kids listen to their parents. Or sometimes you can listen actively where you're hearing what the person's saying. And what I mean by that is you don't already have your mind made up before the words come out of their mouth. Before they even say it, you're like, I already know what you're going to say, and I ain't going to. No, active listening is let them say what they're going to say. You know what I'm saying? You formulate your opinion, and then you respond. You see what I'm saying? You agree with that?
I agree with that.
Okay.
And sometimes you're listening carefully, but sometimes you don't understand fully what the person is saying.
You have a clue. Let me give you an example. I heard you say that you feeling out of balance. This was going with the first one, but I said it was active listening. So the response to that would be, I heard you say you were feeling out of balance and you enjoy the time we spend together, but you also need time with your friends. You want to plan time to talk about this? See, again, now I'm letting you know, I heard exactly what you said, because I'm almost repeating what you said back to you.
Paraphrasing.
I'm paraphrasing what you said, and then I'm saying, and I'm also saying, did you say you want to spend time to talk about this? Making sure you're not saying it's like, this is it, and then you're going to either come back and say yes or no. On that vacation, when the person was saying about the vacation, if you say, if I understand what you said, you are concerned because you want to go skiing next winter, but you think I would rather go to the beach. Is that correct? Again, when somebody says something, you almost want to reiterate what they say back to them to make sure, first of all, that you understand what they said, but number two, they're saying what they mean. Because sometimes somebody could be saying something and they don't really mean what they're saying that way. And when you say it back to them, they go, wait a minute, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. That sounds hard. Let me change that up. You agree with that? You want to add anything to that for the listeners? You got a female point of view on that?
I would add that paraphrasing is, according to this, a good exercise to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you make sure the other person is understanding what you mean and what you said, that you understood correctly. In my case, for example, Will gets pissed when I said, do you mean, what do you mean I said it. I meant it, of course. But when I say that, it's because I want to understand what you said. Now, so we had to work on that.
Let me add, because I don't want y'all to think I'm just some animal. In the States, we have a saying, or we have a custom that we do, and it's part of exercise. Did you really mean that? Is that what you said? And it's a way of reiterating to the person, as an exercise said, what you said. For me, as I was growing up, whether you're a manager of 30, 40 people, whether you're dealing with your children, however the situation would be, I would always think that I speak clear enough and slowly enough in English. That's why this was for my English living, not so much in Colombia. I really appreciate when she says that, but she is correct. I used to get completely dismayed when you would ask me to repeat to you what I just said. That's what I would do, was repeat the same thing I just said. And then they would still go, you really mean that? Oh my God. So yes, but no, that is not what I mean in our relationship. I apologize if that's the way it's taken. Okay, the next written one is creating a wish list. You want to show on the paper? And you guys can print this out, so you guys got it. And that's the wish list paper. So we're going to be writing on that. Creating a wish list. This is an exercise. This is an exercise. You will each of us will individually make a wish list of things you would like more or less in your relationship. Next, you take turns sharing your wish list with each other. Remember your assertiveness. That's the ability to express your feelings and ask what you want in your relationship. Remember your active listening. That's the ability to let your partner know you understand them by restating their message. All right, so we want to make a wish list of 3 things you would like more or less in your relationship. So 3 things you would like more of in your relationship. So while she's thinking on that, like I said, me, it's pick off the head. What would I like more of? So for me, number 1 is always going to be communication. Like I said, for me, because communication is the foundation. So good or bad, the more that you get, the more that you know about the other person, and the more you can make decisions. So that's number 1. Number 2, I would like more of expression. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is me understanding more Spanish. Because again, even like we doing this show, it's in primarily English. Well, it's all English. And that doesn't really get you guys the core feeling of how she feels about certain subjects. It'll be like me trying to do it in all Spanish. I'm only going to use the words I'm comfortable with. So it's tough. So I would like, more in a relationship to be forced. Like I say, whether it's going places where there's only Spanish speaking, you know what I mean? So that I can't get out of it, or be put in situations where, I'm forced to communicate in Spanish because I know more than I let on, and I do that more as a defense mechanism. But again, it's not fair when you in somebody else's culture, so I want more of that. And last but not least, financial. And what I mean by financial is again, it's two separate cultures. So a lot of this you can't discuss because you got to see it. You got to really go through it. You got to understand it when you're in two separate cultures. And, it's how money is made, how precious it is, the decisions you got to make on what you do with it. That is something I like, more to have opportunities to show her, have more for her to understand, which like doing this podcast is one of them, where she's actually doing the editing. She's actually the one behind the scenes doing all the work. So all the progress that we get from it, all the likes that you guys has given us, I appreciate, it's because of her hard work. And so those would be three things, more or less, I would like to see in a relationship. All right, what about you? You ain't writing nothing down. You can't go off the brain.
I was listening to
oh
you.
My God.
Okay. As first, better communication would be key. Because it has been our growing part. Quality time, and by that I mean time we spend together in other places. You got to see the trip we made to Panama, even though it was just one day. It was quality time for us.
Yeah,
time.
Yeah, it's
like time away from all the stress of the regular life. And on the three, I don't know.
Oh God. I guess I could be good or bad. Now, while she's thinking, listen, the speaker's job in this, like I said, is to speak for yourself. This is not when you're looking at the other person, you don't want them to get pissed or you hide. No, this is for you to speak for yourself and things that you think would make you stronger. That's number one. And it's to describe how you feel. Like she said, like the trip in Panama, give an exact example so that I can really understand what you're talking about. And the listener's job, the other person, is to repeat what they heard. So you mean you talking about like the trip we went on to Panama? Yes. Or you mean you talking about, so you want to have the other person repeat exactly what you said, so that way make sure y'all are both on the same page. Did you do the third one, or you want to move on?
The third one would be like to share more time with my kids. Both of us with my kids.
See, that we gonna have to do a whole another show on that. You know what I mean? You start talking about, because I got kids too, but they ain't grown. So it's a whole different situation. You're talking about the youth and all the stuff they be going through.
Me, I have twins. They are 14 years old and they are girls. So.
Yeah, it's a lot. And I did 1 year where I lived, like I said, we all moved in, everybody lived, together. There's two girls, her, and they 14. So it was like I said, we'll do a show on that. And I'll let y'all know how that goes. Wow, session 1 was crazy. Did you like session 1?
Yes, I did.
All right, we're going into session 2. Stay with us. Go to the bathroom, get some popcorn. Don't be late. Session 2.
See.